It's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
Handoff from the gun. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the...
And he's running in the open. Fouls, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Oh, he's going to bring it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Buffalo Bulls offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on it, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back. And this defensive end can put him there often.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Now the play fake. Gets it out quickly. At midfield, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
At the 45, on his way. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's second and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They'll run play action. He'll throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the short completion brings up second down. They're going to throw it again. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. The freshman able to get home with the sack. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. TCU is ahead right now, but it's not like they have LaDainian Tomlinson out there. This group needs to keep building on this lead. They're up by 7.
At the 18.
We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Give to the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to get the first through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender off. Knock the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Pressure coming. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete. And the Buckeyes send out the punt unit. Fair catch called for and made. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hatchett. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Running to the left. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Pulls it in. It's Trotter. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Running behind that left side. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Off play action. And they get the sack right out of the gate.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Pulls it in inside the 10. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Snap in the shotgun. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting into rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll try the left side. And a short... First quarter will come to a close. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back in the 13. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. And if they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Still running at the 40. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Snapped it in the shotgun. And he's got it! Touchdown, Buffalo!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll get rid of it. Got it in the middle. Loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They'll leave it with him. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Big gain on that one as he steps. With a first down. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
And that's a first down for the offense.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Pocket starts to collapse. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
What a snag by the defense. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Buffalo. What a great play by the defense and pairing it off with the interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. From the gun, running back gets the give. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive.
Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Getting some heat. Unleashes it on the run. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Hatchett.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Makes the grab on the left. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And the Bulls will hustle to the line. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And he tacks on the extra point. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Western New York. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll fire to his right. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. Touchdown Bulls. And the route is on. Lining up for the PAT. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes it Buffalo 35, Ohio State.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Got it in the middle. It's Massey. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Here's the handoff. Vision to find running. Really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They'll give it to him again. Got room at the 35. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Still on his feet at the 45. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line.
Here we go.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Buffalo! And the pummeling has started.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Pound it, pound it, pound it. I might not have that pretty run-pass ratio of 50-50, but if I can run the football like this consistently, if you're not going to do anything about it, you want to be a great offensive coordinator, keep calling the run.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs management. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Now adjusting. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Leaves it with the running back. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The run to the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
This is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
He's like a pinball with attitude. Bring ahead to the 30. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Going to the running game. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Zing swings it complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give from the gun. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And the Bulls trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Buffalo! And the punishment has been extended. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires on the move. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. The first down for the offense. The give, and tick, 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 tick.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Galladay. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't